1. The first human rights charter. More than 2,500 years ago, short pause, when Cyrus the Great entered Babylon, he did not burn houses, he did not enslave people. Instead, he freed them. He ordered his principles to be written on a clay cylinder, today known as the Cyrus Cylinder. This ancient artifact is considered the world's first charter of human rights. It declared freedom of religion, the right to live where one chooses, and the abolition of slavery. Cyrus was not only a conqueror, he was a visionary leader who believed that empires could be built on justice. 2. Persepolis was once colorful. When we look at Persepolis today, we see bare stone walls and faded carvings. But in its golden age, Persepolis was alive with color. The walls and reliefs were painted in reds, blues, greens, and gold. Soldiers, kings, and animals were decorated with vivid pigments. Imagine the Apadana Hall glowing under torchlight, with every column and every wall bursting with brilliant color. Persepolis was not just a palace. It was a living gallery, a masterpiece of art and empire. 3. Darius and the first highway system. Centuries before Rome built its roads, Darius the Great created the Royal Road, the world's first highway system. Stretching more than 2,500 kilometers from Susa to Sardis, it connected the vast empire. Along the way, rest stations, inns, and guards were established to ensure safe passage. The Royal Road was not just a route of trade, it was the lifeline of the empire, a communication network that allowed Persia to rule the largest land the world had ever seen. 4. The Achaemenids ruled 44% of the world's population. At its height, the Achaemenid Empire ruled over 44% of the world's population, the highest share ever recorded in human history. From the Indus Valley to the Mediterranean, from Central Asia to Egypt, nearly half of humanity lived under one banner. It was the world's first true superpower, a multi-ethnic, multicultural empire where dozens of languages and religions coexisted. The Achaemenids were not only rulers, they were unifiers of the ancient world. 5. Kings drank wine with snow from Mount Damavand. In the blazing heat of summer, Persian kings and nobles enjoyed a rare luxury. They mixed their wine with snow carried from the peak of Mount Damavand. Special caravans transported blocks of ice across hundreds of kilometers to royal courts. There, in golden and silver goblets, snow-chilled wine was served during feasts. This was more than indulgence. It was proof of the empire's wealth, organization, and ability to command nature itself. 6. The Immortals, 10,000 elite soldiers. In the heart of the Persian army stood the legendary Immortals, 10,000 elite soldiers, whose number never changed. When one fell in battle, another instantly replaced him. This illusion of endless strength terrified Persia's enemies. Clad in shining armor and armed with bows and spears, the Immortals were the living embodiment of discipline and power. On the battlefield, they seemed less like men, and more like a force of destiny. 7. Qanats, Persian engineering genius. In the deserts of Persia, where water was scarce and the land was harsh, engineers invented a system still in use today, the Qanat. These underground canals carried water from mountain aquifers to cities and farms, sustaining life in otherwise barren landscapes. Without Qanats, many great Persian cities would never have existed. Recognized today by UNESCO, the Qanat system is a testament to the ingenuity and resilience of the Persian people, turning deserts into gardens. 8. Xerxes' floating bridge. When Xerxes sought to invade Greece, he ordered one of the greatest engineering feats of the ancient world, a floating bridge across the Hellespont. 674 ships were bound together, with planks laid across their decks, forming a massive bridge for his army to march upon. Imagine the sight, an endless army crossing the sea, waves breaking against a road of ships. It was bold. It was audacious. It was Persian engineering at its finest. 9. The Persian postal riders. Long before telegraphs and trains, Persia created one of the fastest communication systems the world had ever known. Mounted couriers, known as the Chapar, carried messages across thousands of kilometers. In just 1 week, a letter could travel from Susa to the edges of the empire near Greece. Neither snow, nor rain, nor heat, nor darkness of night could stop the Persian riders. This motto lives on, inspiring modern postal systems to this very day. 10. Perfumed Arrows. Even in war, Persians brought beauty. Before battle, they sometimes perfumed their arrows with fragrant oils and resins. When volleys of arrows rained down on the enemy, the air filled not only with fear, but with the scent of flowers and spices. This fusion of violence and elegance is a reminder. Persia was not only a land of warriors, it was a land of culture, where even the tools of war carried the touch of art.